Hi there, traders. This is Brad Gilbert with the FX Market Insight for the 16th of July. All right, now let's just have a look where the major pairs are sort of opening up the week. Now, they're pretty much stuck in the ranges they were on Friday, or just trading within those ranges, which is a nice way to start the week. So you got Euro, Aussie, Kiwi, Sterling for that matter, back in the range as well. All trading mostly with support and resistance on both sides. All right, so that gives us potential opportunities on both sides of the currencies to start with, and that's a really good way to start the week. Now, dollar CAD, after the Bank of Canada, it's settled down and sort of just jamming around 131.50. Oil, obviously, one of the major points there to keep an eye on. Dollar yen had a nice clean snap last week through 111 sort of 40 or 50 there, and it's just hanging in the breeze up here at the moment, especially with that Chinese, US-Chinese trade issue sort of settling down somewhat. And sort of with that too, that's one of the key things that, you just have to be patient and wait for. Now, if we just have a look here, I've got today's trading conditions. The geopolitical events, they're still there, but the market's getting settled with them. Okay, they can see what's happening. They're waiting for a bit of either an escalation or something to sort of blow up. And that's really where today's key data, we've got the Chinese GDP figures. We've also got the Chinese retail sales, industrial output, and urban investment all coming out at once. Now, that's actually in less than 10 minutes. I'll get this video done quickly. But that gives us, that's one of the raw nerves in the markets. That's very important. And then on the back end of that, we also have really good on a Monday to have a big US number, US retail sales. That should set the tone for the US dollar to start the week and gives us a good lead into the industrial production numbers, which are due on Tuesday. All right, so today, Chinese GDP and a few other numbers, US retail sales, that's the major focus for traders as they start the week. Just have a quick flip through. Sorry, let me just come back over here to the just looking here at the news that's or the potential economic data that's going to come out this week. It's a really good structure. What we've been waiting for is I've just been waiting for all the geopolitical events to sort of settle down. Now, UK and Brexit, that's going to continue. We have some Chinese Kiwi CPI figures on Tuesday. Then we've got the UK employment numbers. That's going to be a bit of a blockbuster number for sterling, which has sort of settled down now. We've got to keep an eye on Brexit. There's still plenty going on there. US industrial production numbers Tuesday. And you come back down into sterling on Wednesday, CPI numbers, huge release. We've got the final CPI numbers for the Eurozone. They aren't like massive, but, potential there for an opportunity to get something going. And then we head into Thursday's employment numbers in Australia, UK retail sales Thursday as well. And then you come back down to Canadian CPI retail sales figures on Friday. So all in all, it's a really good structured week. We've got good technical levels here at the moment. One thing that we just have to sort of juggle is, all the various events as they pop up. Now, I just wanted just to give you a bit of a look at one of the key things. So we have the Chinese GDP figures coming out shortly. It's going to be very important for the Aussie and Kiwi in particular, right? They're two massive export markets for those countries. So if you've got the dollar, the offshore yuan, they call it, dollar China, this is where a lot of the action has been. Okay, all the talk about tariffs has seen this go through the roof. So that's the dollar rallying. So we've got a couple of support levels here now. So if the one itself sort of strengthens, so the dollar comes off against it, then we'll see some good opportunities here. And this is where that Chinese data comes into play. So if dollar yuan sort of drops, okay, Aussie rallies and Kiwi rallies. If it rallies, which means China's falling, well then Aussie and Kiwi fall as well. It's pretty easy structure, all right? So just keep an eye on that as we go through the Asian session, especially with those numbers coming out there as well in about 5 or 6 minutes. All right, and that's pretty much it, guys. One other thing, just to just keep an eye on the news. If you've got access to the news services, just have a look. I mean, it's been a nice, orderly start to the trading week. The currencies have reconnected. We do have, they're starting to talk more about the currencies. And the US dollar should sit on the sidelines until we get these Chinese numbers, and then obviously also the US retail sales to kick things off. But it's all pretty good. Now, oil, this story is going to continue with OPEC and whoever else is messing with pricing and all that sort of stuff. We're just going to roll with that as it comes through the week. But the main thing that you're going to focus on what we can control, and that is the technical levels. We can see exactly where they are, and we can also see, plan our opportunities around the key events with the upcoming currencies. So make sure you have a good look through the upcoming events. Now, these are the ones we've highlighted that will potentially have a huge impact. There's obviously a load more data coming out if you check all the calendars, but these are the ones that you need to be really abreast of. And don't forget, we're back to sort of almost normal trading conditions, so it's pretty good time to get back in. And these Chinese numbers and the US retail sales figures coming out on Monday is a really good thing. Gives the traders direction first thing in the week, and that's exactly what we're looking for. All right, guys, have a good one. I'll see you in the trade zone. All the very best.